What's up, YouTube? It's been a while.
You want to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me who you are?
My name is Antonio Robert Okendo Saltner, but if you've been a part of the channel, you know me as Tony Cutz. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I've been a barber for about 13 years now. I opened up No Pushbacks back in 2018. Some of you may have seen our introduction video on YouTube. It was one of the first videos that we made when we opened up in 2018. It's been about 3 years since I posted my last YouTube video. This video here is to kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on and what's to come.
Where have you been?
A lot's been going on. I've had a lot of life changes with the business, with my personal life. 3 years ago, I was trying to do a lot. I was trying to balance the YouTube channel. We kicked it off, we were doing very well. So I'm super excited to be back on here, sharing more with you guys, building this community up. I also had a lot of other stuff going on in my life that, being a young 22, 23, 24-year-old, it became a lot to handle with YouTube, trying to manage my barbershop, employees, family life. I got married, I bought a house, I renovated my house, I moved my barbershop. We went through COVID. We're finally in this place now where we just relocated our barbershop to Bristol Borough, PA. But I also purchased the building. A big part of the reason why I shifted from YouTube back to marketing myself as a barber, I always knew I had a passion to educate. I always knew I had a passion for YouTube to share my knowledge, share my story, but I didn't have a full understanding on social media marketing. So trying to balance all of this, the move, the renovations, the marketing, making money myself, I had to take a step back. Over the past 3 years, I've done nothing but focus fully on social media marketing, mastering my craft as a barber, also an educator.
How are you able to get your prices up from around $20 a cut to almost $100?
Social media marketing. Social media marketing is what took me from struggling to get clients, word of mouth, pictures and shitty videos that I was trying to create myself, charging $25 a haircut, to now, present day, I make almost over $100 a haircut. Every single one of my clients, every single day, is someone new, someone that I've never met before, that found me on social media. Social media gave me true freedom. If I never joined the mentorship that I joined and stopped focusing on YouTube, merchandise, and all the things that barbers try to jam into their day-to-day, if I didn't do all that and just focus solely on marketing me, myself, my brand, I wouldn't be here right now able to make this video for you guys and all the videos that are to come.
You had to move out of your previous barbershop. Why was that?
It's been a lot going on. We had a 5-year lease at our last barbershop. So 6 months prior to our lease having to be renewed, I received a text from the current landlord to check my email. We sent you the new lease. I checked my email and they had tried to increase our rent by $1,000. So overnight, I would be now having to pay $1,000 more at this barbershop, where it was okay, but it wasn't my forever space. And to pay an extra $1,000 a month for somewhere that I wasn't sure I wanted to be for another 5 to 10 years, it left me with a very hard decision to make. I had two options: stay and pay more money, lock in another lease that I really didn't want to be in, or two, get real uncomfortable, make my dreams of buying my last location for No Pushbacks, pushing myself to do that a lot earlier. Obviously, you know, we went with the option 2. This was probably the best decision I've ever made. It was hard trying to find somewhere with only 2 months. Really, it was 6 months. We knew we wanted to leave, but in 6 months to find a commercial property, get funding for the commercial property, and know that you have funding for all the renovations, and then to pull it all off, buy the property, renovate everything, and move all your barbers into that space. In 6 months, it was very hard, but we got it done.
So when it came to making this space, how did you go about it?
Coming into this building, we had all of the creative space to do whatever we wanted. Now having years of experience content creating, going through an entire year through this mentorship program that focused solely on content creation, and truly wanting to take my craft to the next level, I knew I needed the most creative space. When I look at my space, at any point in the building, any barber, wherever you sit in this building, whatever chair, whatever station you have, I want content creating to be easy. I want it to feel easy. I want it to feel, the biggest thing with content creation in general is lighting and atmosphere. In my opinion, lighting can make or break your video. I've been in numerous barbershops. I've worked with some of the best barbers in the world prior to opening No Pushbacks, and my worst content was shot in fluorescent yellow lighting. The lighting has to be perfect. White light has always been the best for content creation, in my opinion. So we went with hexagon lights. They're very in now, very just trendy. So we went with hexagon lights, but I don't like to do anything regular, so we went more abstract with our hexagon lights. Traditionally, you see people have the hexagon lights up on the top in a square, nice in unison, where we had the obstacle of sprinkler heads all throughout the ceiling that we had to work around. The best way to do that was to make it more abstract, as we like to call it. We went the abstract route. If you look throughout the shop, all throughout the shop, they're scattered in different design. I think it just leaves a very unique touch to the hexagon lights. I've never seen anyone do that myself. For the floors, I wanted epoxy floors. Because I own the space, I was able to have epoxy floors. I did them myself, so I did save a lot of money not having to pay someone to do it for me. And I think it came out way better than anyone else could have done because I was able to create it myself. It's just one way, another way that this shop has a specific, unique, creative touch that came directly from me. So we went with an off-white, tannish, marbly look throughout the shop so that it wasn't too noisy for the background of videos, whether my barbers are trying to create content or I'm trying to create content. Background is everything. So we went with white walls, nice and bright white walls, easy to set up a light, a colored light next to any wall you want, throw plants in there, make it your own style. And just overall, content creation was thought of throughout everything. When I decided to go with custom barber stations, not only did I want something very specific, but I also wanted one of my best friends to make it and be a part of it. So these cabinets, they are 100% custom cabinets built by one of my best friends, Will Fletcher. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of it being a cabinet at first because I wanted more of the standard toolbox. But Will was able to create something so close to what I wanted, but still being in his realm as a cabinet. We went with the chrome front, wooden top to break up the colors, make it so it wasn't too white, so that everything doesn't blend into each other. The shelves are custom shelves that match. It's the same material as the tops of our stations. The shelves are floating shelves, so you can't see any anchors holding them into the walls. They just look like they're floating up there. And it just breaks up the entire station with the chrome front, wooden top, wooden shelves. But overall, creating this space, I wanted it to be a space where any barber could come in here and create beautiful content effortlessly. No dealing with ring lights, it's bright enough. No worry about lighting being too yellow. If you need more yellow fluorescent light, then we bring in our box lights, our what are they called? Our soft lights. There's so much room to work in here. Any shot you get in this shop, the background is always beautiful.
Where's the shop located?
We are located on Mill Street. What is Mill Street? Where is Mill Street? Mill Street is in Bristol Borough, PA, a small town right outside of Philadelphia. Our last shop, we were in Bensalem, kind of right between Philadelphia and Bristol. Bensalem was a great location. It was a great people. It's a great place to live. But Bensalem, there's nothing really there that attracts people. Mill Street in Bristol Borough is an attraction. Mill Street in Bristol Borough, almost every weekend in the summer, there's an event. Almost every month, every month of the year, the community's coming together to do something on Mill Street. One Sunday of every month, the entire street is packed, closed off with vendors from one end to the other, and it wraps around Radcliffe with food trucks. We actually had our grand opening on the Sunday stroll. I would be a fool not to want to open my barbershop here. And by God's glory, whatever you want to believe in, God made it happen for us.
What's next for you and No Pushbacks?
What's next for me? You guys are going to have to click that subscribe button to find out. But I will say there are a ton of videos to come because my biggest goal right now is to hit 100,000 subscribers. It's been a while since I came back, but I am so happy to be back and extremely excited to share all the knowledge that I've gained over these last few years. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.